episode 6. Last time I said episode 5. I do apologize. I'm 5.
Yeah.
My name is Ace,
Mac,
and
Albert.
And today's topic, we're just gonna go straight into it. Man, this topic is crazy, and I hope you guys gotta be engaging in it. And also, if you've got a question or whatever it is, just leave it below. So, the question for today and the topic for today is what man-made laws versus common law?
Hey, don't look at me. Why you looking
Man,
at
last
me?
time, like I always go first. So between the two of you, Meanie, Manny, Mo. There you go.
Yeah, I will go.
You're too nice.
Oh, thank you very much. I will take that compliment. All right. Well, the man-made law are the laws that actually govern the whole world right about now, because the thing that the government are doing, those are man-made law, like the policing, the law of the Constitution and whatnot. The common law are the law of nature and how things are being run by the universe. And yeah.
Yeah, cool. Well, what about for you, my man?
For me, it's simple, Man-made law is my law. I can make my own laws. I can say whatever works for me. I don't, but people change, but mainly the laws we are trying to follow that we call laws are made by just pretty much someone who wanted something to work on their side. For example, rich, the police works for the rich, or the laws that we call laws work for the rich. If I was driving, for example, a Ferrari, I could park it anywhere. It will never get fined, it will never get towed away. But if I park my cheap car there, within a few minutes, a fine on it straight away. Why? Because the rich make the laws for the rest of the world.
Yeah, and for them to just kind of
for them
protect
just to
that.
benefit. So that's for me how I see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I
How
don't know.
about you, Uncle COVID?
I don't know, man. Oh, well, I do agree with you both, because yours is facts, and then yours is also when you said, you can make your own laws, for yourself. And I intend to kind of live by my own law and the law of humanity. But we lost that, No more humanity, no more caring. It's just you create your own law to protect yourself and also try to protect your cousin or your brother or your in-law or a society, And then you leave everybody outside of that. And that's why we have like contracts. These all written laws, man, for 100 pages. You don't even read that sometimes. So you just like sign, but you don't know what you sign yourself into.
Exactly.
And that's, again, that's law that sometimes we just don't read because it's very complicated. It goes into the third party goes to the fourth party, and you just keep mix.
These laws, this can be, the next topic someday, but these laws are the ones, creating things like, racism and discrimination. Oh, so and so, you have a, you're black or whatever,
These
you
are
don't
differentiation.
come in here, this is that, or you're this. So that's these same laws we're talking about, the ones creating, causing this division between people, let's say humans, or even animals, we all, these laws are the ones dividing us. It's just,
Because with that, if you actually look the way, for example, if you go to the courts, they actually have their own language at the court in itself. It's like the way they call it legalese. And when you go there as a day-to-day person, you actually have no idea how to represent your own self and how to do things. So you end up actually, because when they say everything that you say will be used against you in the court of law, they actually meant it.
Yeah, and it's already written as well.
Yeah. So that's a trap right there. Like they'll say all of these things, but because they have their own language in the court system, it's like playing a ball.
Yeah, exactly.
And magistrate and also the judge are the one that actually playing the ball, and you are the pawns.
You're just in the middle there trying to figure it out. Trying to figure out what the hell is going on, because they, even like the lawyer that you hired, as well. They speak the same language.
Yeah.
And then this guy is not literally trying to protect you, even though he knows either you
Yeah.
innocent
Yeah.
or you wanna go in. So why don't you like just tell me my sentence really quick? You know what I mean? Let me serve. Like why you give me like
They're just pretending.
3 months? You know what I mean?
Pretending, you know, they're just trying to make it look like they're actually being on your side, yet they're not.
Yeah. So that's
You know,
That's
for
the
example, in
That's the man-made law.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's for example in Uganda, I mean Africa, to what we call, you know, kitu kidogo. You know, police wants to arrest you, give them something small. That's
Same-
it.
yeah,
Your
same
case
in
is
Kenya
done.
as
You-
allowed.
Yeah, you know, that's it. Or whoever wants them to arrest you might increase something, and then you'll see the police coming back and then being like, "Hey, you're still under arrest."
Yeah.
So it's all about, you know, money these days. You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and then the common law.
Yeah.
Look at the way the COVID, all of the diseases that are coming, because the Mother Nature has actually looked at the way the humans actually govern the whole, like, or the way they're running the universe or running this planet that we are in. And an example is like they kill about like 76 billion animals a year. And then they
what kind of animal exactly you talking about?
no,
'Cause-
all of the animals, like
including
you
humans,
can
we animals too, right?
slaughterhouse. Hey, there's a lot of wars going on.
chicken, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and then they cut down about like 66 billion trees a year.
Yeah, which is really bad, man.
Yeah, and then we actually talking about having the peace that we do seek. Like, how do you get peace while all of these things are actually being done by men?
Yeah.
You just can't have peace.
Yeah, no, I don't know if we, as human beings, are getting smarter or dumber. You know what I mean? Because we gave everything to, you know, technology. That's another topic we can talk about. It. We gave everything to technology, right? And all the information are out there. But even though the information are out there, it's not easy for you to find or seek or whatever it is. Even if you find the information, you barely get deeper into it because this issue of like, you know, seeking peace and whatnot, how long we've been seeking peace, you know what I mean, for a very, very long time.
Eons.
You know, and then as we go forward in life, we're actually destroying Earth, we're destroying something called humanity, and as I said before, we want to have respect for humankind. Yeah, and that's what is happening at the moment when you mention COVID, Uncle COVID, you know what I mean? Bro, like now, I don't know if I should get into it, but again, that's
get into it,
what
bro.
man made
get into
laws as well, you know, like 1.5 distance, blah, blah, to protect you from. How the hell, you know what I mean? I know if I get sick today, it's not because it's 1.5. How did they measure that? You know, again, that's law.
You see, that's the thing. for
Becoming
me.
oxymorons.
Yeah.
I found about, you know, stupid about these, you know, 1.5 meters or masks. You know, one, this COVID, so-called Uncle COVID,
Uncle
you know.
Can't believe, man. I think I should have changed this.
You brought it to yourself.
Oh,
you know.
bro. It's crazy.
But is, you know, is like airborne, it's sprayed through the air, you know. So whether I'm 1.5 away from you, if I'm in the same environment, I'm still gonna get it because I'm breathing the same oxygen or whatever is inside the room. So either way we are far apart or not, I'm still gonna get it as long as I'm in that environment. And then two, masks. We are being made to breathe your own carbon dioxide, which is not actually good for you. Because some of the masks we use, the air you breathe out pretty much remains there, and then you end up breathing half of it back.
Yeah,
Which is not actually good. Like for a long run, it's not good for us.
you reckon some of the scientists as well, they create laws for the lawmakers to bring it to us?
Of course.
They get paid.
They get paid.
Because if you look, and just the definition of a COVID, shout out to Rob Smart, is to stand for creating our vision in detail.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now, let's say that again. Say that again. Say that again. Say that again. Huh?
Yeah.
What is it?
Creating our vision in detail.
There you go.
Yeah.
Uncle COVID. Thank you.
Yeah, and yeah, just
Creating our vision
in detail.
in details.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Shout out
next-
to shout out to Ralph Smart.
Yeah. Next time somebody asks me, I will just say that shit.
Yeah.
You know.
And with the COVID thing, because if you check out, because when human breathe out the carbon dioxide, or it's supposed to actually benefit the plants. So it's more like give and takes. So there should be like a lot. So by wearing a mask, you're actually killing your own self, and also you're killing the plant that's supposed to be receiving.
Because the plants are the ones giving us, oxygen.
Yeah.
And then we meant to give back for them the carbon dioxide. But
Yeah.
now we being selfish. we
Yeah.
taking the oxygen
And we're supposed to be in
and
this
then we
together.
take our own back
Yeah.
too.
All right. So we've been talking about like what man makes
Made law.
laws, and what is the common law. You know, I mean, you mentioned a little bit about the universe and all of those things, but again, there are some common laws that humankind or even like Mother Nature goes by. So what are those like common laws that we as human go by day-to-day basis? Mini, many more.
Ouch! You have to go there, huh? I mean, for me, personally, I don't know what's common law, what's not common law, But for me, I go by, let's say my traditional cultural laws that I was raised by. So you're not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to do that, For example, respect your elders. Those are the, if you were found not respecting elders or whatever, you'd get punished for that and all that. Do not steal or do not do this or whatever. Those for me are simple, common laws, which in other words, with the common sense, just simple things. Okay, this is bad, you can see, Something's bad, don't do it.
Yeah.
Simple, you don't have to be told,
Yeah, over and over.
over and over and over.
Yeah.
Because these laws, we grew up with them, from childhood, what's wrong, what's good for you and all that, what you shouldn't do, what you should do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's,
You know?
yeah. Well, what about for you? What are the common? Looking at you.
Minimum.
Oh man. Looking at you. Common laws are very, very simple. Is when you walk down the street and you see someone who is struggling. I'm not saying like, oh, just give them money or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Just a simple hi. I think we said this one time, a simple hi. You know what I mean? It's very simple, but it could change somebody's life.
Oh yeah.
From going into the a wrong path or going into another another level of doing whatever they want to do with themselves, and also something else. So if you have a piece of clothes and you don't want it, and instead of like chucking it away, take it to Salvation Army, take it to I don't know, Savers, whatever it is.
When you go back home, take it with you.
Yeah, when you go back home, take it with you. That's just a very simple common law that we should be go by it. And also the 10 Commandment, which is the original laws that all humankind supposed to go by it. Why we're not learning from the 10 simple ones? We're still happening, we're still killing each other, we're still stealing, we're still taking somebody's wife. He just went there. Yeah,
But
and it's, and they're still happening, and they're all simple common law that they say they came from God. And then if we look at it, the most biggest institution or the religious institution, they're supposed to teach us the common laws, but they're the one who will make mistakes, and then we're the one who have to deal with it as a society or as individual human beings. So common laws are very, very complicated. They're very fused
like
with
our
the man law,
life, pretty much, I guess common law is also acknowledging your people. For example, I go, in shopping centers or where I am, anywhere. If I see a brother, for example, some of my, white friends will be like, do you know them? I'll be like, no. Because I'm always like, nodding to them or saying hi to when I see my
Acknowledging,
brothers. Or, those are the simple things you do for me, it's a common thing. You need common law or whatever it is.
What about you, man?
Yeah, because you guys have covered quite much, but like Sorry, sorry with the 10 commandment. It's about like 613 commandment, and because the whole because what they did because the religion, the way the religion has been put in places is a way to actually dumb down people to actually think that it's only 10 commandment in the Bible, but actually it's about like 613.
There you go, 613.
Yeah, so they only took out 10 and then 603. And it's like, that's...
What they do with
Yeah, what do they do with it?
Yeah, they just burn it down to the ground.
Yeah.
They actually, they're probably living by those 613, you
Yeah,
said?
600.
Yeah, they're probably living by it, you know, by those laws, you know what I mean? And then us left with 10. Now we're very restricted,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
That's why when I think out of those 603, maybe that's where the man-made laws come from. They steal
Yeah.
them, you know, they go like, yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it is there, you know.
Yeah.
Like
One-
yeah, and one of the other things, because the common law is a law that it should become effortless. Should,
Effortless.
yeah,
Yeah.
it should be coming like more with no restraints. It should be something that you felt. Yeah, because if you go, like, if you see, like, as you said, if you see someone struggling on the street, you can give them a hand. Or if you see someone being jumped, you can jump in and break them apart. But the actual world that we're living in right now is actually being turned upside down. So everything that is right is wrong. Everything that is wrong is right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Like when I first came new in Australia, I found it so stupid, you know. Like that if someone there's this rule or whatever, if someone got in an accident in their car and you actually try to save them and then something happens to them, apparently they can actually sue you.
yeah.
Motherfucker, I'm trying to save your freaking life. Like, why and then you turn out to sue me for what? You expected me to just leave you there like, okay, bye-bye, you know, say hi to Jesus or whatever it is.
Yeah, like, even if you're standing there
Yeah, that's
and looking at them, they're about to go.
Yeah.
You are in wrong.
Yeah, like,
What can you do in that moment?
like
This man-made law, you know what I
our
mean?
humanity, like natural feelings, let's say, you know,
Yeah,
the common
go with
laws,
your
the
instinct, yeah.
acts, you know, are being taken away by these stupid man-made
Yeah.
laws, which comes back to money. You know, people getting greedy because they know if they sue you, they're gonna get some money or whatever. It's stupid.
Yeah, and bro, like during the
And
hard lockdown,
Yeah.
like
And-
last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were helping, you know, down in the flats, and then this woman just came out of nowhere, and I'm like, what are you doing here? Do you know what's happening? She's like, yeah, I live here, man. I live here, and then she was just wilding out. I'm like, I don't know why you're wilding out for, you know what I mean? So, and then for me as an African, like the African mentality, for you to be creative and try to make a joke, bro, they can use it against you, man. So I said to her, like, lady, I don't want to punch, I don't want to punch on with you. And then she's like, oh, you want to punch me? You want to punch me? And then with the loud voice, there was police, and then everybody was looking at me. I'm like, black man,
Of course.
white lady, saying all of that, bro, I gotta walk.
Yeah.
Well, otherwise, if I pay attention to her, if I look, my eyes with her, that's it. So I walked away, man. I'm like, bruh, like literally, I wasn't talking to you, and I wasn't trying to find out what you're doing. Clearly, I was just standing there. You came and tried to act like this state belonged to you, and we just there helping, crazy. But anyway, that's we just went out of dungeon or tangent.
Whatever you say.
Or whatever that I say. Hey, whatever that I say.
Whatever makes sense.
It's my common law.
Hey, how about this? Okay, how about you guys say something in your own language about like common laws and man-made law?
What do you mean?
Start with
Yeah, Tongonjang sa choy. Hey, Jamar, we are behind Liam.
yeah, Liam Kevin.
Yeah, so common law in Tongmonjang. Man, that's really bad, man.
Okay, I'll help you with that.
Yeah.
Common law to manjang I will when I did kabebe just chan ko biro coin.
Look at that. Yeah, that's correct.
But he said just because that's English.
Well, quite deep.
Well I did.
Yeah.
When I chan ko biro coin whether any chan
Bapir.
no I pire whether ko biro dom kagawan.
Beer.
Yeah, chan ko biro like dom chan.
Piri.
Yeah, piri yeah.
Yeah, I have to like throw Piri in there.
Piri yeah.
What about you?
Well, what do I say? I mean, you know, I really don't know much in my. I can't speak my mother tongue properly. You know, I've been too much with English and other stuff. So, but that's
Yeah. Well, this is it for us, man. Like, what man made common law versus common laws. So this is episode 6. My name is Ez.
Albert.
Mac.
And please do leave the comment and ring the bell.
Yes.
And give us more common laws that you know.
Peace out.
And also say something if we